Welcome! Today we would like to give you the answer to the most frequently asked questions about configurators. In this video, our main focus is on companies that are interested in having a configurator created directly by Combeenation. If, on the other hand, you would like to develop a custom configurator yourself using the Combeenation platform, we offer a separate video tailored specifically for you. Embedding Combeenation configurators to your website is straightforward. You receive a link to your customized configurator, which you integrate into your website via iframe, wherever you want and as often as you want. Either directly on the homepage, product page, or in a dealer portal or customer portal. Product configurators can be automatically connected to the most popular shop systems, for example, Shopware or Shopify. A connection to your ERP, CRM or PIM system is also solved via interface. Combeenation can connect any system that provides an API. It is therefore important to determine in advance how the systems must communicate with each other and what data should be exchanged.
Updates in your product data, changes to your product range or price adjustments lead to changes in your master data. It is also necessary to maintain the database in the configurator accordingly in order to keep prices, article numbers, properties or images up to date. Every Combeenation configurator is based on a flexible system and can be maintained, adapted or supplemented at any time without affecting the ongoing operation. We offer various options for data maintenance. One option is to manually upload data sources, such as Excel or CSV files, to keep the product data up to date. In addition, we offer an automated update option via a workflow connection, where the configurator is directly connected to your store, ERP system or PIM system. This results in an automatic synchronization of data such as item details, prices, part lists, availabilities, technical information and much more.
How do I get 3D models for my configurator? Well, there are several ways to have a 3D model created. So if you have sufficient experience, you can of course create the 3D models yourself. Otherwise, we recommend using an agency specialized on 3D modeling. We at Combeenation also have a 3D service where you can have your desired 3D models created at a fixed price without much effort. However, if you already have a 3D model, we will be happy to review the existing material. The central question that we ask ourselves is, in which formats are these data available and are they already web optimized? You will certainly ask yourself, how much does this 3D model cost me? The price of a 3D model depends on several factors. From the level of detail and complexity of the product, of course. Is it a simple round soccer ball or a detailed kitchen appliance? And of course from the modularity. So for example, how many parts must be configured later on in the configuration? Then from the source data, for example, are there pictures, technical documentations, or even better, 3D data available? Since we get the question again and again, we have created an online page. In there are examples of 3D models which are deposited with a quick price. So you can get an approximation and a feel of it. When it comes to 3D data for configurators, you essentially have to consider one very important criteria. The 3D model should be suitable for web use. This means that they must have both small file size and be optimized for low poly meshes, so that they can be displayed well on the internet. It is important that they can be displayed smoothly on any device and still showing all the important details of your product. Don't use high-end models that are often used in architecture or advertising, but use web-ready 3D models instead. There are different source data for 3D data. Generally, the more imprecise and the more unstructured the data, the more complex and expensive it will get. The most common data sources include CAD data, photos, polygonal data, drawing in vector or raster format, and physically provided products. For more detailed information on the individual source data, please refer to our blog article, Creating 3D Models, Which Data is Suitable.
The duration of the implementation varies depending on the project size, initial situation and data situation. The total implementation period is made up of several project phases. The first project phase is the conceptual design and takes 2 to 3 weeks. After that, it is about the detailed specification and preparation of data, typically 1 to 2 weeks. From the moment you have provided us all the data, the implementation of the configurator begins. This usually takes 2 to 4 months. This is followed by a corresponding test phase, usually 2 weeks, and then the configurator can be accepted and go live. One more note. Some customers want to integrate all products at once. However, it makes more sense to start with one product and gradually add more products.
Behind every combination configurator is a complex set of rules, the so-called product logic. Even with millions of possible combinations of many parameters, the configurator knows which product components can be combined with each other. This ensures that only configurable products can be selected and that incorrect configurations are ruled out. A good example for this is our reference customer Moltoluce. There we have 5 million variants clearly displayed in a configurator. And to answer the question, yes it is. And this is not only possible, but in this case a configurator is even the best choice. It reduces the perceived complexity and guides the customer competently, simply and quickly to his goal.
The decision between a 2D and a 3D configurator is of great importance, as there are different advantages and disadvantages depending on the product and target group. From our experience, we advise against starting with a 2D configurator and switching to 3D later. It is crucial not to compromise here, as the choice between 2D and 3D can have a significant impact on the success of the configurator. Therefore, it is essential to have a clear understanding of the intended goals for the configurator and who the users are. For example, if you want to offer the customer a shopping experience and present the product in the best possible way, we recommend a 3D presentation. That's why the trend for consumer goods is clearly going in the direction of 3D visualization. If the goal of the configurator is different, for example to support the sales team in order to quickly create offers from it, a 2D configurator can be completely sufficient.
How does the cooperation take place? To begin, we hold a non-binding initial meeting in which we get to know each other better and discuss your specific requirements. We then work together on a concept in a workshop where we gain a deep insight into your company and learn everything about your product. Together, we develop a product tree. This visually represents your product with all its features and dependencies. This way, you and we always keep a simple overview during conceptual design and implementation. In addition, we jointly develop personas to better understand users' needs. Personas are fictional but realistic representations of your target groups. They are used to better understand and consider the behavior needs, goals and preferences of the target group. After our workshop, you will receive from Combeenation not only the minutes of the meeting and a detailed specification sheet, but also a fully developed prototype. This prototype is already adapted to your corporate design and gives you a clear visual impression of what your configurator may ultimately look like. Our goal is to thus offer you a tangible idea to facilitate your decision-making process. In the image, you can see very clearly that there is hardly any difference between the prototype and the finished configurator. This gives you considerable risk minimization, and you already know what the finished configurator will look like before you place the order. If you are satisfied with the document, an offer is prepared and ideally implementation begins shortly thereafter.
Yes, the combination of cloud infrastructure, in our case Microsoft Azure, ensures that a considerable number of simultaneous accesses can be handled without any problems. In addition, the infrastructure is designed to flexibly adapt to the access volume. We have extensive experience in dealing with B2C customers who often experience large volumes of concurrent accesses. For example, heavily promoted product launches in online consumer good stores. This gives us proven confidence that performance will not be a bottleneck.
Can the configuration be saved? Of course. This function is a standard feature of Combeenation. When you save the configuration, you get a link of the respective configuration and you can open and continue it at a later time.
In principle, everything is possible with us. With Combeenation configurators, something new or customer specific can always be implemented. Our configurators are built on a flexible platform that knows almost no limits. We work according to the principle: if something is technically feasible, we implement it. Of course, we always pay attention to the cost-benefit ratio.
Of course, your dealer or distributor can also use the configurator. For example, on the retailer's website, and by white labeling, the configurator can be adapted to the corporate design of your dealer and adjusting colors, fonts and logo. If you have a dealer online portal, then the configurator can be integrated there per each dealer. This allows to show the dealer-specific settings like dealer prices, discounts and other options.
I hope that we have been able to help you clarify any open questions you may have about configurators. However, if any further questions arise, please do not hesitate to contact us at any time for a personal discussion. Our team will be happy to discuss your specific requirements. See you soon.